everybody, back at NAMM 2022, hanging out with John Palmer from TAMA Drums. And I don't know, man, we've spent a lot of time together. We've talked a lot of drums over the years. Starclassic has been around for a long time. Amazing finishes. This might be the best looking Starclassic I think I've ever seen. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful.
I better step back.
I mean, look at this blue, the turquoise, the light blue, and the chrome jumping off these drums. This is a beautiful drum kit.
Well, thank you, Nick.
Is that a good introduction?
I'll pay you later.
Okay. No,
all right, that was great. All right, so it is Starclassic Performer Series, which is our entry-level Starclassic. They have the maple and birch shells. It's a hybrid shell. Starclassic appointments. Some hardware is a little bit different than Starclassic maple and walnut birch, just to hit a really good price point. We have 4-piece configuration that's under $1,500 street price, and then this is the 5-piece configuration, 2 up, 2 down with the bass drum, which is in the mid-high $1,500 range, a little higher than that. Snare drums available separate. They come in lacquer finishes. Again, there are birch and maple shells with die-cast tubes, a lot of Starclassic appointments, so it really fits well with the Starclassic family.
Yeah, it's just, and I know they sound good too, so that's the best part. So you got a great value, good price, and this gorgeous look. I mean, it's like a trifecta.
That's what we're trying to do. Build good sounding drums that look good too.
There you go.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right, let's go down the line. Yeah, just this. If you want the best of the best, this is what you look at, right?
Yes, you should play those drums or consider them. They're lovely instruments. Just as a drum enthusiast, I tuned this kit and it was bringing me joy. So every note was gorgeous and pure, and the separation was beautiful. So they're fantastic. This is the Star Factory Vault drums that are made in Japan in our Star factory. Super high end. This is a very limited kit. They're made with mahogany shells, actually, African mahogany. And then the exterior finish that is bringing them to life on the outside is tineo, which is a wood that is coming from the Andes, so South America. Really unique wood. I don't think I've ever heard of it before, tineo wood, but it looks gorgeous. This is limited to 7 kits in the USA, and Sweetwater's getting one. It's fantastic. A 10, 12, 14, 16 with a 16, 22-inch bass drum on all mahogany shells. They're if you want a lovely drum set that you can sink your teeth into, it's a beautiful kit.
Yeah, and it would last a lifetime for sure, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Gorgeous kit. I love how the hoops are the same finish as the rest of the drum shell. Nice. I mean, you're just talking about Starclassic Walnut Birch, so right. Give us the skinny on this.
Yeah, so we were doing the Performer before, so now we're going up one notch into the Walnut Birch. So Walnut Birch hybrid shells, you get that nice, deep, rich, low punch of the walnut with the clarity of the birch. It's a great combo. They just are very fat-sounding drums and speak very quickly. Die-cast hoops. The exterior that you're talking about on the hoops is TAMA ash. So this is a limited TAMA ash kit in the gloss charcoal. It has smoked black nickel hardware, which is super, I think, always looks super cool and kind of understated and stealthy, which I love. And again, this is kind of our redundant theme, I guess, is 10, 12, 14, 16. But that seems to be the magic, number that everybody wants. You can take a tom off. You can play one floor tom. You can put them both on, whatever you got to do. But it's cool to have them. 16, 22-inch bass drum, and then snare drums sold separately here. Again, limited, and again, yes, available at Sweetwater.
Which is a good thing. And then last but not least, is this different than this kit you just showed us, or is it exactly the same?
Not different in build and construction. So this is also a Starclassic Walnut Birch kit. Same hybrid walnut birch shells, just different chrome hardware, finishes different. This is the Molten Dark Raspberry Fade, which is a hand applied. So this is not a exotic wood grain coming through. This is a hand applied paint that is giving it the exotic appearance.
And TAMA's been really cool over the last number of years with their finishes on the outside of the drums. Different techniques to make the paint swirl or drip and all kinds of stuff, and they really look amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of the cool things that we have to offer in the market, I think, is the little details on how we're painting and the chances that we take. And, the artists over there that are painting drums are doing amazing things. It's really cool.
All right, John, so we're sitting here in front of the True Touch kits. Really cool practice options for drummers. Tell us some more about them if you want.
Awesome, thank you. And I know you've done a really dialed-in video that's available at Sweetwater.com. You can check into like your experience and all that stuff. So cool. Yeah, we love having these here. You can see the double bass kick is on here, double bass drum pedal. So the bass drums do accept a single or double pedal. The pads, you have kind of different pads going on. The snare pad is really complex. It has, we wanted it really heavy so that it felt great, but it also has sound with steel ball bearings that are on the inside. They're built in to the interior of the pad, and it gives you a nice kind of quick click, which really helps the articulation of your strokes and to hear them clearly. So if you think you got a really clean double stroke roll, you can really check it out here and see if you do. It's like, oh, I thought mine was better, but that thing doesn't lie. It's kind of like truth serum. And then the tom pads are a cloth material with foam underneath to give it kind of a nice, realistic kind of squishy feel, like a medium or low tune 10 or 12-inch tom or 14-inch tom. It just feels right. You know, when you're on the kit, it just has a very realistic experience. The bass drum pad, just you can sink the beater into it a little bit, like a bass drum head would give. The beater's going to push in, or you can let it out. It's a very realistic experience. They come in a 4-piece configuration or a 5-piece configuration. The hardware is not the hi-hat not included, or cymbal stand not included, but the tree that you see here with the bass drum is included, and then the clamps for the toms are also included. So that's what you get, and they're low volume, but you still get a little tone. It's a fun time.
Yeah. No, you definitely get tone out of these tom pads. You can hear it goes boom, boom, so you kind of get that vibe of going down the toms. It really does work.
Awesome. Yeah.
So John, thanks so much for hanging out. Always a good time talking to you at the TAMA booth, and have a great rest of your show. All right. Thank you, everybody.